How do you do, my friend? This is Hidden Gems, the series presented to you by window cleaning resource, windowcleaner.com, one and the same, and my YouTube channel, the Window Cleanse. Today we're going to be talking about ledgers. So let's get to it. Okay, so when we're talking about ledgers, this is a tool that's designed to help you if you have really deep ledges, like 6 inches or more, or you're trying to get over an awning, or you're trying to get over an air conditioner. This tool, the concept, is supposed to help you. The ledger is made by a company called Companion Tools, not by Ettore or Unger or any other major brand, but it's a company called Companion Tools. So let's first talk about the different models. You have 6 different sizes here. You can see you have a 7-inch. Let me see if I can get this right, like this. There we go. You have a 7-inch, a 9-inch, a 16-inch, a 16 double bend, and then a 22-inch, as well as a 9-inch swivel. Now they also make a 12-inch swivel in addition to this. Something interesting about the swivel handle is that it is a servo handle, just slightly modified. But if you lose this piece or this piece and you have a servo swivel, you can replace the piece as needed. And what's nice is that you're not going to need this tool all the time, so you can just take the piece out of here, put it in here for the moment that you need it, and then put it back in here, and you should be fine. Or you could go to a hardware store and try to find a permanent replacement piece. So that answers the question about the swivel handle. What about the channels? Well, the ledger will accept any channel. As you can see here, I'm going to put the swivel down and let's unlock these. I have a super channel, so it will accept wide body channels. It also will accept your standard brass, your standard stainless steel. This is a Mormon stainless steel. We have an Alamax wide body, and then we have a Pulex aluminum. One thing to keep in mind is that there is no feature that locks the rubber in place, so you're going to have to put clips on the end of your channel in some fashion. I've also outfitted these with the Ettore Quick Connect release. This is such a lifesaver. I mean, you buy 10 of them, you will use them all, especially if you're a brass, stainless steel, or aluminum person. You keep the back plate that comes with it, but you take the 2 screws out and the nuts, and you replace them with the kit, which is this lever, these 2 posts that are threaded. There's 2 springs on the inside, and then these elastic nuts, which are great because they don't loosen on you. And so You simply just assemble it. I'm going to show you on my channel, coming very soon, how to replace and install one of these Ettore Quick Connects. But this is a must-have. It's going to save you so much time, and which is important in using these tools because there is a learning curve. And so I'm going to get into that in a minute. But that is your setup. And additionally, we should mention one more point. It will fit on any tapered pole end. So here you see I have a number of pole tips. It fits on all of them. It fits on the wooden, it fits on the Mormon tip, it fits on the Ettore Reach, it fits on the Ettore Reach Lowe's edition, Unger, and this is the Mr. Long Arm pole tip. It also fits on the Sorbo jam-proof tip, which has rubber O-rings. So the handle will fit on any of these. There's a slight safety issue that you do have to be mindful of, in that if you don't drill a hole into your handle so as to fit into a locking pin, which I would highly recommend doing. So for instance, on the Mormon adapter, you simply would, what you'd have to do is push it in. Don't jam it all the way tight. You want a little bit of play back and forth, but jam it in until it's snug. You would draw some sort of mark here, take it off, and then either use a measuring tape to measure the distance between here and here, and then you would measure the same distance from here to here. Take a drill bit and drill a hole, and then there's no chance of this falling off the pole. And think about it, you're going to be using this mostly for pole work, so you're going to be up high, and this baby, I mean, look at it, look at the leverage. I mean, you have barely any leverage here, so you start putting pressure on that, there's a good chance that that's going to fall off your pole and could really hurt somebody, including yourself. Okay, let's get into the price, as you're going to see pop up on the screen. Here's the thing with the ledgers. Another question is, which one do I need? Well, if you have a 6-inch ledge, you probably could use the 7-inch. But you might need them 9-inch, depending on the application. For instance, I had some ledges that I was working on, and the ledges themselves were 8 inches, but then there was the actual wall came out, I think, another 6 inches. So I needed to use the 16-inch on those ledges, and even then, it didn't really work that well. So my thing is, if you need one, you probably are going to need to buy all of them. You got to know how deep your ledges are, first of all, and then let's say you have a 6-inch ledge, you're probably going to be better off buying, at the minimum, the 7-inch, the 9-inch, and the swivel, because I did find that I was wanting a swivel as I was working. So I mean, that's what I would recommend as your basis, is the 7-inch, the 9-inch, and the swivel. As you get into deeper ledges, you're going to have to look into buying the other ones. So you're looking at an investment of $100 plus if you need this tool. In using the tool, you also have to bear in mind that, and this happened to me, as you're coming down to close out, you can't see your closeout because the ledge is blocking it. So when you come down, you may feel that you're gonna hit the edge of the ledge, and you're gonna feel like you're at the bottom of the window, but there might still be this much window left, and so you need to bring your squeegee up. So here we go, here's the ledge of the window. We come down, and I know that I'm not at the bottom of my window, so now I bring it like this, and I may even have to bring it up like this, which is fine. That's great. But now look at your pole. Now if you're 12 feet up, you're going to be lifting way above your head. And so that's where you may not even be able to get the right angle. And so you may have to put an angle adapter on here. So you're coming down the window, you hit the ledge, you bring it up like that. So that closeout is allowing you, the angle adapter is allowing you to reach up to really drive that squeegee blade into the bottom of the sill. But now what happens when you have to go back up to the top of the window? Look at the angle of your pole. So then you either have to pop this off, take this off your pole, or you have to have a whole separate pole to be able to get the angle correctly at the top of the window. And so it takes some practice to use these. So you might have the right ledger, you might have the right pole, and you even might have the right pole adapter, but it doesn't. You need to be able to adjust the setting, and so I think that's where the swivel would come in handy, so that you could close out on the side. Now the interesting thing about this is that on the swivel squeegee handles, the Sorbo was rated as the best swivel action, but this one is very tight. So actually what needs to happen is you either need to put some lubrication on here, or you probably need to file either this part, this middle part, or the edges down so that the swivel is looser. You really want a loose swivel. You don't want a tight swivel. Because you can see here on this one, this is the Sorbo. I mean, the swivel is very, very good. On this one, it's tight. There's also no locking mechanism for this screw, so it just, as you keep moving like this, there's a good chance, which is what happened to me, there's a good chance that you loosen that screw all the way and it falls out. And so you can actually see me as I'm closing out and pulling towards me. I actually pulled the screw out that was missing from this piece for months when I tried using this the first time months ago. So what's the final synopsis of the tool? Well, the concept is good. You're going to need to practice with it, and you're not really going to know exactly which one you need, but you'll probably be okay if you go the next size up from whatever the depth of your sill is. So if it's 6 inches, go with the 7. If it's 8 inches, go with the 9. If it's 12 inches, go with the 16. And if it's 20 inches, go with the 22. I would say that overall the tool is a diamond in the rough. I watched every video I could find on it on YouTube. There's about 8 that I could find. I also checked the forum out to find out what people over the years have said about these, and what I was finding was that the swivel was the favorite of everybody. So if I was to recommend one of them, I would recommend the swivel. It's a 9-inch swivel. You can also get the 12-inch. WCR doesn't carry the 12-inch at this time, but you can find them at from other places. So those are the ledgers by Companion Tools. This has been another episode of Hidden Gems. WCR and the Window Cleanse would like to thank you. I would like to thank you very much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful to you. You have a great day in your business, and we will talk soon.